Hey, welcome to the video. Today, I just finished my first Minecraft speedrun. We finished with a sub 50. We got 49 minutes, 43 seconds, and I'm really happy with it. So, here's my post-commentary explanation of what happened throughout the run, I guess. Just to kind of explain what I was doing. So, as you see, I spawned in here. I noticed that village, so I went straight to the village. It's a pretty good seed spawning village straight off the bat. I mined the wood. I mined like 4 pieces of wood, I think. Probably, yeah. And then with that wood, I made a crafting table, pickaxe, wooden pickaxe, and just started mining the cobblestone. Just getting the basic tools to start the run. So I mined this. I checked the chest in a second as well. Yeah. And I had leather cap and leather tunics, so we had a bit of armor. Made a stone pickaxe. And then started mining the rest stone for axe, and a shovel. So I craft them now. And made basic tools. I started gathering hay for food and to trade with villagers. I ended up gathering a lot of hay. I stole a bed just so I can set my spawn later. And gather more wood because I was pretty low on wood. I was looking around to see where the iron golem was at this point. And then I noticed it here. I was just looking around to see if there was any blacksmiths as well. But there wasn't. I fucked up the blocking up there, but we got it here. And I start to kill the iron golem. Break the hay. We only got 3 iron ingots from the golem, which is the worst you can get, which kind of sucked. Which meant that I had to do some trading. At this point, I was like, I'm gonna do some trading with villagers to get the bucket, because you can trade with a fisherman to get a bucket of cod, which saves iron, and you need at least 4 iron to actually get to the nether. Some for the bucket and 1 for the flint and steel. I trade with the farmer here for some emeralds. I had a good amount. And then I was looking for flint because I need a fletching table as well, because I wanted to get arrows. I couldn't remember what village that was, that's why I checked that. I barely ever see shepherds. I feel like it's one of the rarest villages you can find. But here we got the 3 flint that I was looking for. I accidentally threw the iron. I eat a little bit and then I craft what I need to. I craft the fletching table and I gather a bit more wood because I wasn't sure if I had enough to make the barrel for fishermen. Plus I need the wood anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Now here I make the barrel. I go in here, place the barrel down, and break the 2 workstations. Luckily he had the bucket first try, and I accidentally shift clicked, making 3 buckets instead of the 1 that I needed. At this point I was like, shit. I think I even thought about resetting the run at this point, but I was like, I'll just gather a bit more hay. It shouldn't matter too much. And I'm glad I didn't, because this was a great run. I go up to the farmer and I trade again. I was kind of fucking up trades at this point. I could have kept trading with him, but I didn't. I was fucking up trades after messing up. that last one. But here we got 8 emeralds. I threw the wheat. I found some other villagers to get the arrows with in a second. I left that fish to die. And here we start resetting trades until we get arrows. I think it was the 3rd try we got arrows. Yeah. So I get 2 stacks of arrows. And now I'm leaving the village at just over 5 minutes. Did I throw that hoe? I think yeah, I threw that hoe there. So I'm leaving the village. I'm looking for a lava pool at this point, which we don't find. We don't find. I make the flint and steel now. We don't find the lava pool yet. It takes us a while, but I'm glad it took us a while. We're actually better off with it taking us an extra minute to find it. Because as I run through this forest, I think in a second I notice it. Maybe too long. And we were running for a little bit. Yeah, here I notice another village which I go towards. And there's also an acacia biome, and just over the village there's a sand biome that I saw. A desert, even. We go to this village. I wanted to get more iron, because if we didn't have too much iron, then extra wouldn't hurt. Right into the village, and I noticed that there's actually a blacksmith here, which is really good. Because blacksmiths can have iron armor, iron tools, obsidian, diamonds it can also have. And it had a bit of iron in there for us. And I also noticed, just in a second, in the desert biome that there's a desert temple. So I go to that after this as well. And I start killing this iron golem for extra iron. And we kill it. I don't know how much it actually dropped. It dropped 4, because we had 10 before. I make a pickaxe. I think I made leggings, yeah. And did I make I think I made an axe. Oh, an axe and a shield. That's what I did. We do that. I saw my inventory a little bit. I throw my old axe and pickaxe into the water. And then we head off to the desert temple. I didn't really have to go to the desert temple, but I decided to go just because you never know what it could have. It could have really good loot, for example. And I won't spoil what we get, but I got a bit more wood there, just for extra blocks. And it also has the TNT, which allows us to get a ton of netherrack once we enter the nether. But as we see here, I noticed a lava pool as well. So as we're running past a lava pool, I place down my bed and set my spawn, just in case I die and I want to continue to run. It makes it easier for in the future. And I jump down into the temple, mine the TNT, and check the chests. I actually had 2 diamonds in this chest. I'm just checking the sand. And this had 3 diamonds and an enchanted golden apple. We got a normal golden apple. I don't think there's anything in the other chest. Did we just not check a chest? Wait. 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 Did I just not check a chest there? Did I only check 3? Well, it doesn't matter anyway. We got a ton of stuff from it. And here I'm thinking about what to do with my diamonds. I end up just making a diamond pickaxe in the end. But it took me a second to think. And I ended up keeping my iron pick just in case I ran through the diamond. Just as a backup. So you see there, I was thinking about throwing the iron pick, but then I decided not to. And I also made the bow here, just so we had it. And now I start to make the portal. I start building it. Just as it's turning night. My blocks just disappear. Anyway, we got it now. And we're entering the Nether at just over 11 minutes. Which isn't the worst. We got a pretty shitty spawn. We spawned pretty enclosed into a basalt deltas. At this point, I was like, oh god, this run's just gonna die. I was not the most confident. I wrote down my coordinates though. I was gonna explore for a little bit at least. So I write down my coordinates in chat. I start exploring the basalt deltas. I'd steal these magma cubes now. Which they can be annoying, especially the big ones. The big ones are super annoying. But yeah, I just noticed that we could go down here. And I think in a second... Oh yeah, I dropped down to here. I dropped down all the way to the bottom. I wasted that water just so I could pick up a lava bucket. At this point I was like, do I just reset? I was literally just about to reset, but then I decided to jump down here. And I'm so glad I did. That was the best choice I could have made. Not resetting this run. I noticed we could go through here a little bit. And it actually led us out the Nether, out the basalt deltas. Instead of it just being a dead end. And I actually mined some gold. Just so we can get some gold ingots so I can make boots and do a little bit of trading. I made a button there, but I was like, I don't need the button because I have flint and steel. I wanted to blow up a little hole just so I can get some netherrack for extra blocks. I didn't want to have to use my wood. So we ended up getting like 4 stacks of netherrack from that. And like, so did I mine? Yeah, I mined that bit of that gold there. And then we left, continuing to explore the Nether. I made gold boots just so piglins wouldn't attack me. And I actually know some piglins here. So I mined this gold, and in a second I decided to trade with them because I noticed the fortress. I forgot to mention, yeah, there's a big fortress there. But I was like, I'll mine this gold first because then I can hopefully maybe get a potion of fire resistance, which would make killing blazes a lot easier. So I mined that gold and trade these piglins first before entering the fortress. I could have also used my enchanted golden apple, but I decided to try and get a fire res potion. And I think it's actually this trade we get it. Yeah, we got the fire res potion there. And I just waited for this guy to finish his trades. I might have got some pearls, I might have been lucky. I don't know. Yeah, he finishes with his trades. We don't really get much. We just got the fire res potion. Doing a little bit of inventory sorting. And then I build my way up to the Nether Fortress. I'm just trying to find my way out of the treasure area. Takes me a good minute to find my way out. I found my way out now and I found my first blaze. I kill it, it doesn't drop any rods yet. But it's fine, we're chilling. I heard blazes on the right. I didn't see that blaze just a second ago, but I heard them, so I went over to it and ended up climbing these stairs. And at the end of the corridor, I noticed the staircase that leads up to a spawner. So I went to it, got the spawner, and started killing blazes. That one didn't drop a rod. Then we started mining the floor. This actually increases spawn rate of blazes. Killing the ones that spawned as we did it. And I also heard other blazes. So after we finished doing this floor, I ended up mining over to that noise, and there was actually another spawner there, which made killing blazes so much faster. So yeah, here we mine over to it. In a second, there's literally just another spawner here. We end up killing it. And this helps us get rods really fast. They also drop a good amount. I think everyone that was down there dropped one. Yeah. Now we come up here, kill the ones that spawned up here. I thought a rod dropped down there, but I ignored it for now. We have more to kill here. And then those two didn't drop in any rods, so I dropped down here to get this. It was actually just XP though. So I thought it was a rod, but it was just XP that dropped down there. But by the time we built up, more had spawned. And that first one dropped a rod, and we were out. I'd done all I needed to. I mined this little bit of gold though. And we were gone. All I needed now was my pearls and we were good. I quickly just built around here. and just mine more gold. Now the next like 20 minutes of the run, 10 minutes, about 15 minutes-ish, about 15 minutes. Next 15 minutes is just me mining gold and trading it with piglins for pearls. That's all I did for like the next 15 minutes. Oh, I actually paused the game here though because there was someone knocking at my door. And I had to go unlock it. It was the postman. I had to go get the post. So I go AFK for like a minute just to get the post. After this, we just trade with villagers for like the next 15 minutes. Trade with piglins for the next 15 minutes. Just trying to get some pearls. And now we're back. And we just start, we turn this into gold here because I know some piglins ahead, which I end up dropping into a pit. You trade with. They all end up dropping into here eventually. I just start mining gold and trading with villagers, with piglins for pearls. So right here we got our second trade of pearls, and we had 15 now. And I had enough to go. I had enough to just leave. But I stayed here for a second. I don't really know why I stayed. I think I was just trying to trade the rest of my gold. So I continued trading with him for a little bit before I realized I should just go. It's faster if I just go. I think it was this point I was like, yeah, I don't need to trade. And I left. I just started going back to those coordinates that I typed as when I entered the Nether. And tried to get back as fast as I could. Yeah, I think at this point I just dropped down. Yeah, I checked my coordinates just to make sure I had them right. I jumped out here and headed back to those coordinates as fast as I could. I was just playing a little bit safe because I didn't want to throw this run away. And at this point I realized if I wanted to get back to the portal, I'd have to mine my way back. So I just started mining through... the Nether to get back to those coordinates. Which ended up wasting a bit of time, and we did encounter that little bit of lava there, which I could have very easily died there, but we're good. We didn't die, and we just continued mining all the way back to 82 minus 61 or whatever it was. And here we'd finally gotten back to our portal. And we were back into the overworld. It was night when we got back, so I quickly slept in a bed just to make sure it was day and I didn't have to deal with mobs. And then I just sorted out my inventory, throwing out like the basalt and blackstone I had mined. I tried to get some water, but there was no water. Now I was just doing a bit of inventory at this point. I don't know why the iron boots did that then. That was really weird. I don't know what went on there. End up making a diamond sword. Throwing out some of the random stuff that I didn't really need anymore. And I turned half my pearls into Eyes of Endae. I threw my first eye just to see which general direction it was. And I started running in that way until I was 1,500 blocks away from spawn. If you want to know why it's 1,500 blocks away from spawn, it's because end strongholds, they only spawn 1,200 blocks away from spawn. They don't spawn any closer. It's at least 1,200 blocks away. So going 1,500 blocks away just gives you a bit more space. Makes it a bit more easier. You're less likely to run out of Eyes of Endae going 1,500 blocks out. Because the chances of it being exactly 1,200 are pretty low still. So yeah, I just kind of started running for a good bit in this direction. At this point, I was looking at my time and I was like, this is going to be a good run. I've got 23 minutes left to get a sub-hour. Like, my big goal at this point was just a sub-hour. I start running through this desert and I notice a village and I'm like, cool, village. There's been a lot of villages this run, to be honest. I think we see another one later in the run as well. So that would have been like 4 villages. And we only spent like, what, 15, 20 minutes above surface on the overworld. Which is pretty crazy. And at this point, I'm thinking about throwing my second pearl in a few hundred blocks. And I think in the end, I was like, I'll throw it once I cross this river. I think I did. I think there's a river coming up. Yeah. When I saw this river, I was like, once I cross this river, I'll throw my second pearl. We just climbed our way up to the top of this mountain, or top of this little incline, make it a bit easier. And that was that angle was minus 52. I did a second one a little bit further away, just to try and triangulate the stronghold's location. End up going like here. And this was like minus 56, which was like a difference of 4 degrees, which meant it was still a pretty long way away. I knew I'd have to run for a little bit. And we see another village here. This is the 4th one of the run, which is pretty crazy. And then here we throw 2 more pearls to try and triangulate again. This is at minus 59. We pick up that eye. We go a little bit and throw a second pearl. Just like here, yeah. And this one's minus 68, which is like a 10-degree difference. So I'm like, we're getting closer. I knew at this point we were getting pretty close. And I started running in this direction for a little bit. I saw that ruined portal then, I was like, well, I don't need that gold. That kind of is kind of annoying running past gold when you don't really need it, because I just feel like I need to. At this point I was like, I'll make a boat because it was most likely going to be a ocean stronghold. And I threw an eye just before, just to check, and it actually went back, so I was like, okay, so it's not an ocean monument. So I went back a few blocks and I threw another one just here. And it was right here, right next to the Ever portal. I sorted out my inventory a little bit. I don't know why I sorted out here, because I didn't really need to just yet. But yeah, we start digging down. And eventually we do end up running into the stronghold. Yep, just here we find the stronghold. The iron helmet on. And it's very damaged, the stronghold, which ended up making us take a little bit longer to try and find the portal room. There's a bunch of creepers in this room. It ends up being 4 in total. Jesus. I didn't even notice that 4th one coming. I thought there was only 3 when I was actually doing the run. So I end up looking around here, trying to find the portal room, but I don't really see it. Because it's not actually this way, spoiler alert. I was going the wrong way. Ends up being another creeper. I just checked those 2 rooms. to the sides. There's nothing down there. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Where is it? And I end up going this way. And this is actually where it was. This was the right way to go. I realized that staircase there is the beginning staircase of the stronghold, which means that the portal room's fairly close. And I end up just checking around all this way. There's nothing down there. And I think it's actually through this iron door. Yep. Go through this wooden door and I see it just there. Just here. I finally found the stronghold room, the portal room. I was about to do my eyes first. And I was like, I'll sort my inventory first. Sleep in a bed, just set my spawn. If I died, I could always continue to fight. And I just saw my inventory real quick before fighting the dragon. And now we're in the end. It took 46 minutes, but we made it to the end. And I started taking out the towers that healed the dragon. This dragon liked to shoot a lot of fireballs. It shot so many fireballs. I eventually end up giving up on this tower after not being able to hit it. I go after the other towers, I shoot these cage ones. I end up getting damaged there real quick. I don't know how those arrows missed, but we end up missing somehow. I take out that tower. I take out that tower, and then there's just the cage tower and that one I gave up on earlier left. Get that cage one first try. It's just this one left. Which I'm still struggling with at this point. And the dragon's perching. Which I couldn't really do much about that. Which kind of sucked because I just hit these towers. I just destroyed it there, though. Now all the towers are down and I could finally attack the dragon directly. I did a little bit of damage to it here while I was perched. And then just started sniping him. I was just repeating sniping him and attacking him when he perched. Until he eventually died. And then he comes into perch here. And then this one's really annoying. I can't really do much because there's dragon breath when he perches. Ended up hitting me. I could have easily died there. I didn't. When a second dragon breath goes away, I get a chance to actually attack him. I thought he was going to fly off there, but I just changed which way he was looking. I didn't get too much damage done to him there, but I got a little bit. now he's getting really weak. And pretty soon he comes in for another purge, which is when we actually kill him. I tried to eat my golden apple just because I accidentally threw a pearl. As we're running back, he comes in for a second purge. Yeah, now is when he comes in for his second purge. That dragon breath just cleared at the right time. And here we are. Let's finish him off with a diamond sword. And there we are, 39 seconds. We've done it. I quickly do /seed to make sure the run's valid. And I show the home screen in a second. But in a second, my actual reaction, my live reaction will play. Like, I'll actually start talking down the mic. I'll have my live reaction. My live reaction will play in a second. I'll leave you to that. If you've found my channel through this speedrun, make sure to like, subscribe, whatever. See ya whenever. Fuck yes! Oh my god, it's sub 50 first ever speedrun. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Sub 50 first ever run. I'm proud of that. Let's go.